Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. I hope that you subscribe. We are in for it, you guys. Just when you thought nothing else could happen, right? Oh, well, maybe some of y'all. Something's happening every day as far as I'm concerned. OPEC has decided, surprisingly, to cut 2 million barrels of fuel. Can you believe that? Sure you can. Sure you can, because every day there is something going on. But this is going to have a major effect because we're already using our reserves to keep fuel prices at a reasonable level for us. It's never really been reasonable for the truckers. If you don't know, my husband is a truck driver. Fuel prices have been over $5 for him, diesel, and other truckers, making it very hard for them to fill their tanks, which are usually 200 and 300 gallon tanks, depending on the truck. And most truckers have been running out of fuel on the side of the road. Most truckers have been skimping as much as they can so that they can still pay their bills. So this will affect way more than what you think. It's going to affect you also with your regular vehicles. The prices will go up. Now, what is said to be happening is Biden and their administration are trying to figure out a way that they can try to continue to keep fuel prices low. So I'm going to tell you why they're trying to do that, because it is general election coming up in November, and they want to try to look as good as possible out of all the mess and situations that we are going through. So they're going to do whatever they can to keep prices where they are. Expect those prices to go up even higher right after general election. Expect things to really crash, okay? So nothing is really looking good right now, but don't fret. Set a budget, do what you need to do. This is also going to affect farmers and how they work their farms because they use diesel fuel. And it is almost harvest season. So it's just like sugar to I almost said it. It's just, really going downhill really, really fast. So the absolute best thing that you can do is prepare as much as possible. If you have those fuel canisters, go ahead and get your fuel. Make sure you store it properly. Make sure you rotate through your fuel just like you rotate through your food if you are prepping. Make sure that you are careful in everything that you do, okay? Don't store a ton of fuel in your home. Try to store it away from your home. Oh, and by the way, I hope you know your food prices are still going to go up as well. Oh, yeah, it's going to go up too. Because already Walmart and some other retailers are looking into, let's say, the fuel that's being spent for the distributor to pay for that. And in turn, the truck driver is going to charge higher fees and so on and so forth. And us consumers, we're going to eat that cost, or we're going to go without. That's just how it is.
Average for diesel right now is $5.78 a gallon. Let's bring in the owner of Iron River Express. That is Austin Smith. Austin, I understand you have to spend what, $20,000 a week to fuel just 3 of your trucks. That's a lot of money. I have to assume that a lot of trucking companies, smaller ones especially, are going under. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's very true, and it's sad because so many folks are going under left and right because we can't afford to stay in business. This crisis that we're facing in the country is by far worse than anything I've ever seen in my life.
What's your prediction if diesel prices either stay where they are at over $5 a gallon or go even higher to 6, 7, and 8? What happens to our economy?
Well, this is just my humble opinion, but I foresee that we're going to have empty shelves. There's going to be larger companies out there that can stay in business they have the funding, or they've prepared for this. But all of these small trucking companies, which is a good portion of what moves freight across the country, is independent owners. They're going to go under, and if we go under and we can't afford to move freight, you're going to see a lot of empty shelves. You're going to see, this is again just my opinion, but
Sure.
I think we're going to see a lot of panic, a lot of chaos, because people aren't going to be able to get the basic necessities.
Can we go back to your business? You got to spend
Sure.
$20,000 in a week just to fill up 3 trucks. That's an enormous amount of money. Do you pass
It
that?
is.
Do you pass that price increase on to your customers?
We don't set any prices for the products that we move. My business strictly is in the agricultural industry, so we move agricultural products. So we have, we don't set prices for that whatsoever. And unfortunately, we kind of walk a fine line here. If we increase our prices for transportation to the farmer, or the dairyman, or whoever it is that we're hauling for, there's a potential we could put them out of business. And if we put them out of business, then we're just hurting the economy even further.
Well, how much longer can you stay in business with the diesel at $5.78 a gallon?
I've tried to do some predictions on where I would have to shut my doors. If we get up in the mid sixes, or between 6.50 and 7 a gallon, unfortunately, I'll probably have to close the doors. I wouldn't be able to afford to keep my trucks moving at that point.
That's bad news. I live in the northeastern part of the United States, and we're paying well over $6 a gallon for diesel where I am.
Out here, especially us out here working and having to drive. I fill my tank up twice a week at about $75 a pop. So I do miss $2.49 as opposed to $3.49.
Yep, I just filled mine up today. It was not fun.
Be prepared.
That's nearly 50 cents lower.
I told you that this was going to happen. They're trying to keep it low for politics reason